to do here when sometimes maybe you have, not just a road bump in the road, but maybe it's, a full-on collision in your life or your business. How do you handle that? How do you deal with things in your life or your business that don't work out? So I'm going to share with you guys a story. Welcome if you're joining us here. My name is Vanessa Simpkins from takeyourpowerbacknow.com. Some people call me the Bikini Business Coach. Please drop an emoji, leave your name, just put something in the comment section to let me know that this amazing technology is working with you. Today, I want to share with you how to tackle difficult moments in your life and your business. There was a time in my life when I almost quit coaching, and I'm going to rewind this back to 2014. Today, my life, I'm very grateful that I did not give up. I did not throw in the towel in my coaching business. I'm going to share with you a story about when I almost did. Take Your Power Back Now. We'll do over $3 million this year. We help women all over the world overcome their fear and thrive. We have hundreds of women that take our programs, and we teach them confidence and cash flow strategies. Many of them have never made a high ticket sale before in their life. I have an amazing, phenomenal team. I'm so very grateful that I did not give up on my business 4 years ago, but I'm going to tell you that story. All right. Because to think that you will never, ever, have like a road bump or even a collision in your business, as an entrepreneur is living in hypercolor, dreaming in hypercolor. All right. So I want to talk to you about that. And welcome if you're joining us here. Let me know that you guys can all see me and hear me. Drop an emoji here and let's get started. So I'm going to rewind this for those of you who don't know me or who are new to this work. In 2014, I wrote my second book called Take Your Power Back Now, The Ultimate Confidence Guide for Women. I was living in Hawaii. I had my coaching business for several years, maybe 5 or 6 years up until that point. I made about $180,000 to $130,000 a year. And, by all means, it was a successful business. However, I had very big aspirations and dreams I was going to launch this book. This book was going to put me on the map. I was really showing up for God. I was pulling all the triggers. I was leaning in. I was investing. I was publishing this book, which, yes, did become an international bestseller. Yes, I did get on Fox and ABC and NBC. I did a whole television tour with this book. But before all of that happened, it was just a big money pit. It was a lot of money to publish this book. It cost me a lot of money with my team. If you have published a book, you do know that it's a very long-term strategy. It can take over a year before it picks up any steam. I was running a retreat in Hawaii, so that was another big expense. And I was really showing up in my business and doing what I felt God was calling me to do, but the financial rewards were not showing up the way I expected them to. And I suffered from what I really can call now today as a expectation hangover. Raise your hand if you guys have heard. Phenomenal woman. Her name is Christine Hassler. She wrote a book called The Expectation Hangover. And I'll share that book with you here. I read many books, but this woman has a great book called The Expectation Hangover, What to Do, how to overcome disappointment in work, love, and life. And I definitely had this idea that, 5-6 years into my coaching business, I should have been making a lot more money and having a lot more impact and a lot more free time. And the truth was I just wasn't. And, but I had this book and I had launched a retreat in Hawaii. And I decided, screw it. I'm going to leave Hawaii and I'm going to move to Southern California. I had done some trips in Southern California the year before. It was a land of hustle and grit and beauty. California has some beautiful coastlines, not like Hawaii. The ocean's not as warm, but, people were a lot more ambitious out here. And this is the land of live events. And so I came to Southern California. And it was December 2014. I came with my little black dog. I put my big truck on a ship and I arrived in Southern California. had one of the rudest awakening in my life that Christmas. I actually walked into, I remember, an art store. My father was a famous artist. He passed away 10 years ago. And I was looking around at all the art supplies and feeling very devoid, like I'd worked so hard. And I'd lost my kind of creative spark. Didn't really know what the heck I was doing anymore. Didn't have any money in the bank. That Christmas, my mother, I flew her down to California. I was babysitting my friend's dogs. I didn't have a place to live. I was waiting for my car to arrive. It was cold. Okay. Southern California might not be cold to a Canadian standard, but to Hawaii standards, it was cold. And I was really, considering throwing in the towel. I realized that my mother was old. She needed help. I was the oldest daughter in the family, and I didn't have any savings in my bank account. And I started to question, what is it all for? What the hell was I doing? And I had several months where I would just go on the beach and take pictures all day. I really questioned whether I should give up on this coaching thing. Maybe I should go back and become a speaker. And I was really doing this long, dark night of the soul, deep dive search. Let me know, anybody here, if you guys have ever experienced anything like that. All right. Welcome, Harpreet, Sophia, and Joy. Thank you. And so I actually did at one point give up, and I got a job as a trainer for this company. It was an online marketing company, and I was going to be a trainer for them. And this was a time in California when I was just finding my foothold. I, was really looking at my business, like maybe lighting the whole thing on fire and starting over from scratch. Again, I was working too hard for too little money. In hindsight, I was working hard, but I wasn't working hard on the right strategies. So what I did is I decided, I'm going to go and work for I'm going to go back and do what I love to do. I'm going to be a speaker and a trainer. I got a job as a trainer for this other company, and I was flying around to Austin, Texas, flying around to Phoenix, flying around to these different cities, and I was training to go and work for somebody else. And something happened that changed my life forever. And it was the realization that I was either going to have to work really hard for somebody else, or I was going to have to work really hard for myself. But no matter how I sliced the cake, I was going to have to work. And if you guys are taking notes and you're joining me here, I want you guys to start taking some notes. I want you to write this down. You are going to have to work. I don't care if it's work for yourself or work for somebody else, but the biggest thief as an entrepreneur is the belief that you will not have to work as hard. There's nothing farther from the truth than that. As an entrepreneur, you are going to work harder than anybody else, but you're going to work on your own, maybe exit strategy. Maybe you'll build a company that you'll sell one day. Maybe you'll work for your own freedom. Maybe you'll work to impact the people, who you feel really deep in your heart you're called to serve. Again, I'm really grateful that I didn't give up on my business, but here's how I turned my just getting by income to over a $40,000 a month income. And now here over $250,000 every single month. We help women all over the world with our programs. I'm going to share with you here just quickly some of the results that we're able to get for our clients and our coaches. And I'm so grateful again that I didn't give up. Because here's what we've been able to do in the last few years. Okay. I'm going to just share my screen. If you're new to our work, this is the Bikini Business Breakthrough. It's our free Facebook group. We welcome you to come on and join the conversation where we share with you key tips on how to, get clear on your marketing, how to put a very simple but effective, actionable plan and attract high-paying clients. And so here's just some of the results in the last week. Hey, yay, I signed 2 clients today, total of $3,900. Okay. And she talked about getting rid of some of her gremlins, some of her mindset issues. We're going to talk about that today. Thank you, Vanessa, and the support of your team. She said, I received the money back that I paid for this program, plus more in just 5 weeks. How cool would that be if in the next 5 weeks you could, get your money back on the investment and have a recipe to generate clients and cash flow every single month in your business. How cool would that be? Excited to share, I booked my first full paid client, a VIP day. Some of our clients really love not just to have coaching clients online, but they like to do live events and retreats and VIP days. How cool would that be if you had different service offerings in your business? I'm just going to go through some of the pictures here. Vanessa, you changed my life. I made $13,000 in 8 days this past week. I haven't even studied the sales module yet. How cool would that be? So I'm really grateful that I didn't give up, because what I learned, I've been able to share with our clients, and it absolutely has changed their lives. And so what happened was I realized that no matter how I sliced the cake, I was going to have to work. I was going to have to work for myself, dig in my heels and work for myself, or I was going to have to go and work really hard for somebody else. So I may as well work for myself. So then I started to ask myself, all right, Vanessa, if you had to get to work every day and do a 9-to-5 job, how much money would you need to make in order to stick around and actually get to work? And the thought came to me, okay, well, $20,000 a month. I want to make, if somebody paid me 20 grand a month, I would get to work and work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 5 days a week, and treat my business like a job. Okay. So that's what I did. So I said, okay, self, I'm going to recommit to my business. And I'm going to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I'm going to treat myself like an employee and really look at myself and look at my actions and say, if a company were paying you 20 grand, would they be happy with your work, Vanessa? Because no matter how you slice the cake, you're going to have to work. This idea of not having to work is ruining you. So I got to work. And I'm bringing you this idea, this concept, because I think a lot of people in the spiritual community think that they're just going to pray and wish themselves into a millionaire. And that's not it. This whole law of attraction cloud has a lot of bad ideas that are sabotaging your success. And I want you to win. All right. We help our clients with a very simple 8-week process. And you can find out all about that on our website, the 10K in 30-day program.com. You can check out exactly how we take people through our 10K in 30-day program. It's a blueprint now. We've taken hundreds of women through this. But back then in 2014, I was considering giving everything up, because I wasn't making the income for the amount of work that I was doing. I was working too hard. I was focusing on the wrong strategies. And what I realized two things. I'm going to just open up my notes here. I realized that I was struggling in my business, and I was also struggling to get this other company to pay me. Okay. It was a speaking company that they weren't paying me, and I was having problems in my business, and that's what made me want to give it up. And I realized that the only common denominator was me. The only common denominator in all of these things not working was me. And it forced me to take a radical responsibility and look at how I was contributing, what thoughts, beliefs, and actions, behaviors, habits was I contributing to this mess. Okay. And one of the most beautiful things, one of the most life-changing things happened. I realized that I had some very negative beliefs. Okay. One of the beliefs that I discovered that lived in my brain was, well, you can't have what you really want. I couldn't believe it. I was a coach. Okay. Up until that point, earning about 100 or so thousand a year. And it was, that was cool. I lived in Hawaii, but I didn't have any savings in the bank. Right. And I was working really hard, but I found this idea in my head that you can't have what you really want. And I said, oh my gosh, this belief was actually sabotaging not only my business, but my personal life. And I turned that belief around, and I created a new belief that I absolutely can have everything that I want. Everything always works out for me. And that I was engaged by, October 11th, 2015. And the most amazing thing happened. I attracted my husband 3 weeks later. So we're married now, 3.5 years later. But I manifested my husband. I knew he was the one right away. And I thought, wow, this mindset stuff, this uncovering the negative belief and turning it around and installing a belief thing actually freaking works. Maybe it'll work with money. Maybe it'll work with money. And I made myself a goal to earn $40,000 a month. And what do you know? That month I didn't hit my goal. I only made 39,000. Oh shit. Oops, I'm not supposed to swear on social media anymore. It's kind of hard. I didn't hit my goal for 40,000. I made 39,000. Let me know if that would be okay for you guys. If you hit a goal, if you made a goal for yourself to earn $40,000 a month and you only generated 39,000, would that be okay for you? Of course it would, right? And what happened was I made this goal. I installed this new belief into my mind, and then I got an idea. Right? So your higher power will always give you the most fastest, most direct path to cash flow. And money loves speed. Money loves speed, right? So it's not just about having these great ideas, guys. It's about bringing them to the marketplace, putting them into action. And the idea I had was to double the price on my program and launch an email campaign to my list to let people know that on my birthday, I was going to be doubling the price of my program. And what do you know? Everybody that was kind of in the woodworks showed up and bought. And that month I made $39,000. Wow. So I continued using that. That process, okay, of uncovering my own limiting beliefs, turning them around and installing new beliefs. And then those beliefs, I would be able to put them into action and get my results. And this is what has turned into our uber ultra profoundly successful 10K and 30-day program, where I'm sharing with you results from our clients who are able to generate $10,000 and $20,000 by, first of all, fixing their mind. Okay. So this is the most dangerous the most dangerous thing that can happen as an entrepreneur is what goes on in between your mind. And if it's left unchecked, okay, it will prevent you from putting into place the right action steps that you need. Well, Vanessa, what do I need to be focusing on in my business? Well, you need to be focusing on generating leads and sales. That's the number one thing you need to be doing, generating leads and sales. And if you're not focused on generating leads and sales, well, what ideas, beliefs, habits are preventing you from leaning in, from committing to doing that? We need to fix those concepts of yourself, right? And that's how we get you the results. So fast forward today, we have an amazing team of people here at Take Your Power Back Now. And this is how it really happens, guys. You've got to make a decision. All right. I'm going to share with you one of my 3 steps that I share with our clients. Life can be very simple. You need to make a decision that come hell or high water, you're going to figure this problem out, whatever it is in your life. Maybe you were like me and you were thinking of throwing in the towel. Thankfully, I decided to lean in. I did not, throw in the towel. And our business now does over $3 million this year. Take Your Power Back Now, this women's empowerment company, teaching women how to skyrocket their confidence and cash flow. What started from a little home-based business on my laptop is now a $3 million a year business. Thank God I didn't give up, guys. Okay. But I made a decision, and I made a decision to take a radically honest look at my own thoughts and beliefs and decisions and how I was contributing to the problem. Right? That was the first step, to take radical responsibility. The second thing I did was a radically honest look, right? The second thing was to take radical responsibility, to commit, right? I'm going to make a decision to figure this out. And then I'm going to make a commitment. And I hired a mentor. I paid $60,000 I hired one mentor. It was, I think it was about $800 a month that I paid him for a year. And I went to meet with him every week with a small, table of 7 or 8 people. And we'd sit around and we'd take apart our business and get really clear on very fundamental, simple things like who is your audience? What problems do you solve? You know, what differentiates you in the marketplace? And every once a month I'd go there and I would pick apart my business with, 7 or 8 different thought leaders in different industries. Best freaking money ever spent. And guys, I was not new to business. I'd been in the business for 5 to 6 years. My business was stalled. Okay. And then once you commit, then the expansion happens, right? Lean in and you get everything. Decide, commit, expand. So I'm curious, as you guys are watching this, what are you ready to, what decisions are you ready to make about your business? Where can you apply this decide, commit, and expand theory? What is it that you've been waiting for? Maybe you've been waiting for somebody to tell you that you're ready. Maybe you've been waiting for somebody to give you the green light or give you permission. Maybe you've been procrastinating. Maybe you're afraid. I was terrified. I swear to God, I was going to just burn the whole thing. I was just going to light it on fire. I was going to walk away. I was going to give it up. What are you procrastinating making a decision on right now in your business? Go ahead, type it in the chat box. What have you been, I call this chewing around the crust of the pizza. What ideas or concepts? I mean, we're coming to the end of 2018. This is a time consistently when I see a lot of people really question they start to look at it and they say, wow, there's a whole new year coming into play here. Have I done everything I said I was going to do this year? Did I hit my goals? If you haven't, it's time to take some radical, honest look at what you're doing or what you're not doing. Go ahead. Post this here in the chat box. Also want to invite you guys, if you have questions for me here today, go ahead and post your questions in the chat box as well. If you have a question for me about just about anything, people ask me a lot of questions about mindset and about marketing, sales advice. Happy to help you guys really answer any of your questions because I want you guys to win. All right. I want you to not, fall into these traps. I want you to not throw in the towel. I want you to really focus on the right income generating activities, priorities, and projects that are going to bring you results in the next 8 weeks, not in the next 8 months or 8 years. Okay. I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I made. I want you to have the results like our clients have. So go ahead and ask me any questions. If you have any today, go ahead and type them in the chat box. And I'm really curious, what decisions have you been procrastinating making in your business? Decide, commit, expand theory. Curious about that. And I'm also going to drop here for you guys. I'm going to share with you just some more results here from our clients. I gotta show you guys these. I'm really proud of this. Really, really proud of this. I'm going to just go ahead and share this, share my screen while you guys are typing in your questions. And again, this is from our 10K and 30-day mastermind. It's actually an 8-week boot camp. It's an online program where you get to work with me and you get to work with my whole team. So a lot of what prevents entrepreneurs from winning is clarity. Maybe you don't have clarity on, hey, Vanessa, what am I actually going to sell for thousands of dollars? Vanessa, I'm not technically savvy. I don't know what to do first. Online marketing overwhelms me. Do I need an email list? Do I need a website? What are the tools? I don't even have a coaching agreement. Do I need a lawyer? What do I do? How do I put this stuff together? What do I do first? Do I even have something that can be considered a high ticket program? We can help you get clear on all of those pieces. Clarity is power. So here's one of our client testimonials. And we snapshot this right inside the mastermind. So you can see, hey, Vanessa, I'm first month of launching my program. How would you like to have this woman's results? I made $15,000 for my first month. Now our program is 10K in 30 days, but she's done more than that. Do all of our clients do more than that? No, but some do. Okay. How would you like to make $10,000 or $15,000 in your first month of launching your business as a coach? How would that change your life? Go ahead and type it in the chat box, guys. This is what's possible when you have clarity. And so our 8-week bootcamp, we give you a ton of clarity. You get to work with my whole team. You get your own personal mindset mentor. You get to work with my copywriters. You get to work with my Facebook advertising guys. And they share with you a very simple $5 a day paid advertising strategy to help you build a tribe of people. You need to have a sales attraction system. If you don't have one, you're throwing spaghetti on the wall. You don't have a plan. You can't execute it, right? I want to get you clear, guys. You guys can do this. You can do this, but really hard to do on your own. Okay. That's why we have this program. I'm just going to keep going here through some of the testimonials. Hey, Vanessa, I wanted to drop you a line, tell you how wonderful my business is going. Between you and me, I'm making more money than I've ever made. And I'm working with such incredible people. God is good. You're a big part of helping me. These are just some of my clients that, here's another woman who she got her Facebook group, 1,200 people. Hey, Vanessa Nazim, you took me from not having a group or presence on Facebook to having 1,200 people in my group. How awesome would that be? Now you're welcome to go and contact our Facebook strategist, but he won't work with you unless your business generates a couple million a year. He only works with me and a handful of people. Now, and I don't want to, I don't want to discourage you, but most new coaches don't have the kind of bandwidth to pay a real expert. So why don't you come and use my team and let me share my team and their expertise with you? How would that change your life and your business in between now and the end of the year, guys? It's almost 2019. Imagine what could happen in your business in the next 8 weeks if you had access to my team and we got you clear. What would be possible? All right. What did she say over here? I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that is. I'm in 3 for 3 sales calls and the requests to join my group keep coming. Cheers. Okay, so here's another woman. Imagine every single person she's spoken to signed up. Well, that's amazing. So a lot of new coaches really struggle with sales. They don't know, maybe you're having sales calls and they're not converting. You got to figure that out. Imagine if we could solve all of these problems in 8 weeks. Well, this is what we do in our 10K and 30-day program. All right. We share with you the key components. Who are you targeting? Who is your audience? What problems you solve for profit? How are you going to generate leads offline doing workshops or online doing, paid advertising? How can we help you get started with $5 a day? What do you call your group? What do you call your program? How do you sell your program? What's the script? How do you handle objections? Do I need a lawyer? What agreements do I? All of this stuff we cover for you guys. All right. I'm going to take a twirl here. Super stoked. Hey, Claire and Anna, Amelia and Rosalinda. Anna says, I'm thinking I'm not treating my business as a business because I'm into debt and it brings me constantly down. Yes, absolutely, Anna. You got to start thinking of yourself as a business owner. Business owners focus on how to generate leads and turn those leads into sales. Now, there could be several different reasons why you're not treating your business like a business. You could have some limiting beliefs that are in your way, maybe some fears. This is what prevents a lot of coaches. Fears like, I'm not good enough. I'm not ready yet. What if people, this feeling like a fraud? Sometimes a lot of coaches have that. What if I sell people this $1,000 thing and it doesn't deliver and they want a refund? What if they judge me? What if all of this stuff, we have to clear it out of the subconscious. Maybe there's something like that going on, right? If you're not racing out there trying to tell the whole world about your business and the service that you can provide, you need to build your confidence first, okay? And we need to work on your mindset. Confidence first and then cash flow. Great question. And let me know if you guys have questions for me here today. Amelia says, I've learned I want to pivot my message and refine my niche, but I froze. So that's interesting. And I've stopped engaging with my group and page because I feel like I'm not resonating with them. I believe I'm not ready enough to be a role model. So I started hiding. Well, that's really great awareness, Amelia. Let's find out what beliefs and thoughts and ideas are preventing you from showing up and engaging with them. Right? remember what I started to say here. There was a time when I almost quit coaching, and it was because of the thoughts and beliefs, the lies that I was believing. What goes on in your own mind in between your two ears is the most dangerous thing. It's not these outside forces. It's what you believe about yourself and about life. Remember, if I go back to my story that I share with you guys today, I discovered I had a belief that said, you can't have what you really want. It's kind of, you ever guys hear that? Did your parents ever tell you money doesn't grow on trees? Well, actually it does. Paper grows on trees, guys. Money does grow on trees. But do you ever grow up with those beliefs? No, we don't even, what happens is we become adults and we don't even realize that these perceptions and concepts is kind of like a pair of glasses. And we're running around and looking at the world through these, purple glasses, and we don't even know that we could take the glasses off and put on another pair of glasses and everything's green. So who's going to teach you how to do that? Your school doesn't taught you. Books don't teach you. This is what you learn in our 10K and 30-day program. I teach you a step-by-step questionnaire. It's called my I'm a Conscious Creator program. It's in module 4 of our website, of our membership site, which you get access to. It's a step-by-step. How would you like to ask yourself a few questions and right there spot the limiting belief that's holding you back? How would you like that? That's what I've created for you guys. And what happens is our clients, yeah, they make money, but they also are able to create so many more things. Money is just one of the things that you get to create. A lot of our clients attract new relationships. They move out, they buy new houses, new cars, they upgrade their entire lifestyle. Once they're able to identify the limiting beliefs that have been holding them back. Most people don't know how to do it. It's not your fault. No one's taught you how to do that yet. So Amelia, that's what I recommend, walking through that process with us. And identifying these limiting beliefs. And then the next part, once you identify them, is to install a new belief. That this is radically, this is such, it sounds so simple, but if it's so simple, why isn't everybody doing this? This is the work, guys. This is what's going to take you, from where you are in your revenue goals to, double and triple and quadruple your revenue goals. This is it. And I'm qualified to talk to you about this again, because I have been bankrupt. You guys remember my first book, From Bankrupt to Making $900 a Day Selling Mops? I've been there. I've been down that road a long time ago. In 2006, that was my first book, right? I had to discover all about, my internal resistance. Number one thing that holds you back is your own thoughts and beliefs about yourself. We got to turn those around. You can do that, guys, once you have the recipe. So I'm so passionate about teaching women how to overcome fear and thrive. If you would like our help, please go to this website and take 5 minutes and apply. What are you applying for? Well, you're applying to work with me and my team in our 10K and 30-day program. We have 2 programs for coaches. We have a program for new coaches, and we have a program for more experienced coaches. Some people want to learn from me and they say, hey, Vanessa, I want to make, $100,000 a month. How the hell did you do it? How did you go from being bankrupt to making, to impact? I want to write a book, Vanessa. I want to be a women's empowerment leader, Vanessa. I want to do fun retreats like you do. I want to become the bikini business coach. I want to make just, Vanessa, if I could just make $5,000 a month, if I could just make $10,000 a month, I quit my job. So we have two lanes. We have a lane for, thanks, Claire says, excellent team. Claire's in our program right now. Thanks for sharing. We have 2 lanes for new coaches and more experienced coaches. And here's where to apply. It's a free application. Take 10 minutes. And what will happen when you apply is you'll get a free conversation with a member of my team. And my team is not there to sell you. My team is really there to listen and see if you are a good candidate to work with us in our program. We don't take everybody, but I'm really looking for people who are serious about turning your business. Maybe you have a hobby coaching business, you do it on the side. Or maybe you were like me, who was ready to give it in, throw in the towel and just give up because I was working too hard. But people who are really serious about turning this into a 6- and 7-figure income. That's what I'm looking for. People who are committed, who are ready. I mean, you saw what's possible. What's possible for you in the next 8 weeks? How do you want to be ringing in 2019? Do you want to be sitting there scratching your head wondering if you're doing the right thing? Or do you want to be celebrating and taking your family maybe on a cool new vacation? How do you want to be celebrating 2019? You have the opportunity right now, today, to completely change your life in the next 8 weeks, guys. I wish I'd had something like this when I started my business 10 years ago. It didn't exist. Facebook advertising didn't even exist 10 years ago. Okay, Celeste says, I've had a difficult time with closing a sale with my services as a fitness nutrition coach. Okay, and I'm excited to see the objectives list. Yes, awesome, Celeste. A lot of coaches, let me know if you struggle with this. Okay, sometimes you get on the phone with people and they tell you, I have to think about it. I don't have the money. I invite you guys, if you're struggling with your sales calls, watch one of the live trainings here on the page of the group called Don't Let the Unicorn Steal Your Sales or Steal Your Money. It's a great training all about how to handle sales objections, Celeste, and anyone else catching the live or the replay. Awesome, guys. Chad says, I would help make activities with running a restaurant. I don't know how that fits in here, Chad. I work with coaches and service providers, and I work with 6 main areas. So we work with fitness coaches. That would also be considered health coaches, whether you train people on looking better, losing weight, feeling better. Maybe you help with irritable bowel syndrome, leaky gut syndrome, premenopause. Let's all put that in the category of fitness and health coaching. Life coaching in general. Number 2, life coaching. Number 3, we work with business coaches, whether you're a marketer or a sales professional or a social media professional or a website designer, any kind of service professional that touches, impacts businesses, leadership, profitability, sales, marketing. That's all under business coach. Number 3, we could call you a mindset coach. Now, this would be if you do confidence coaching, right? Limiting beliefs, resistance, spirituality, finding your purpose. That would all be considered under mindset coaching. Nutrition, food, right? We call you under nutrition coaching. And then I'm missing one. There's usually 6 here. I'm going to go look in my notes. But usually we help you really pick a track. Some of our clients say, Vanessa, life coaching, health coaching, mindset, fitness, and relationships. Relationships is the last one. Okay. So in these, you want to pick a lane in these 6 lanes, right? And if you are any of these coaches or thinking or considering, I don't know how to position. A lot of our clients come to us and say, I don't even have the faintest idea of what I could sell. I have some experience in these areas, but I don't know what to call myself. I don't know what to call my program. I don't know what to price it at. I'm afraid of, being visible, Vanessa. I have these visibility blocks. I have these great ideas, but I procrastinate. I get ideas and ideas. I finish them halfway. I don't finish them. Or maybe you're busy, but you're not making the sales like Celeste. You're having issues with sales calls. Check out our 10K and 30-day program. Go take a look through the list. I run you through and I show you exactly what we teach in each module of the website. And if you want our help, now is the time, guys. 2019 is just 8 weeks away. And again, here's how you can register for a strategy call with my team. It's a free call. And what we will do on that call is really listen and find out where you're struggling. If we can help you, we'll definitely show you one of the 2 tracks, our 10K and 30-day program or our Bikini business program. The Bikini Business Coach Mastermind is a really fun, high-level mastermind for rockstar business owners who, want to create an online business, and be able to travel around the world with your laptop, like I did. And I moved from Canada to Hawaii in the middle of winter, and I never looked back. Okay. And that was 5 years ago now. So that's what happens on these calls. I'm just going to take another tour. Let me know if you guys have any other questions for me specifically today. You can ask me any question. Any question is a good question. I like to say that there are no stupid, dumb, wrong, or bad questions except the ones you don't ask. So go ahead and ask me any questions. And I hope you guys have found this inspirational. You know, today's share was really about a time in my life where I hit a roadblock. I was going to throw in the towel. And instead of throwing in the towel, again, I took a radically honest look at my own actions, my own beliefs, my own thoughts, and I uncovered a gremlin, okay, a limiting belief. And the limiting belief was you can't have what you really want. And I turned that around. You absolutely can have what you want, Vanessa. Actually, I'm engaged to the man of my dreams. 3 weeks later, I met my husband, my now husband, and the process worked so well, I decided to use it for money. And my income that month went from maybe $10,000 coming in and going out every month to $39,000, right? I made my goal to hit $40,000 a month, but I missed my goal. I made 39,000. And then it was 50,000. The month after was 89,000. The following month was 93,000. Then it was 98,000. The following month after that was 100 and I'm trying to go back here, 100 and 5,000, 115,000, 123,000, 143,000. It's month after month. Then it was 150,000. We kind of stayed at 150, 160, 170 around there for almost a year. And then we pushed past that to 200, 260,000. We just had a record-breaking month this month. And regardless of the numbers, what I'm really most proud about is that we help women here every single day overcome some of the biggest fears they have. Like, where am I going to find clients? And who am I? I really want to do this. I have this deep calling in my heart, Vanessa. I watched your videos. I binge watched you on YouTube. I found an ad and I want to believe that I can do this myself, but I don't know how. We show you how to do that. We show you how to get out there and really make a real income, money that you can pay the bills with. And the whole point of it is that we help women overcome the fear and thrive. And in order to do that, you need the mindset component. And then once you have those new beliefs about yourself, you need to take action on the right business building activities, guys. Don't write books like I did. This is a big freaking time waste. You spend a lot of time. This is like a year-long client attraction strategy. You don't need to have books. It's the long way. Don't do it the long way, the long, expensive way like I did. It's a much shorter way. We can show you in 8 weeks. Got some questions here about naming programs, which is always interesting. Rosalinda, the types of coaches again are, what were the types of coaches? So life coaching, health coaching, mindset coaching, which is also like confidence, intuition, spirituality, fitness coaching, relationship coaching, and business coaching. Those are the 6 different types that you want to put yourself in. Also, I don't know if you were joining me last week, or was it on Monday? Was it on Sunday? I don't know. Friday, I made a video called How to Get Started as a Coach. That's another great video. If you guys want to scroll through the videos here on this page and watch that phenomenal video if you're just getting started. Great video, guys. I adore you. I'm so happy that you're tuning in here. Yoga coaches. Yeah, Katya, we've helped actually a lot of yoga. One of my clients, her name was Valerie. You should take a look at our website and the testimonials. She was my old yoga teacher. I'll show you this story. I'm going to put the link here to our testimonials page. And she followed me on Facebook for several years. This is back in the day when I used to live in Canada, and I moved to Hawaii, moved to California. Valerie was my old yoga teacher, and she followed me on Facebook. Finally, she got a divorce, and she said, Vanessa, I need to get some money together. And she moved out, left her husband. Her kids were teenagers, and she really wanted to get this coaching thing going. And I said, this is great because you already have, if you're a yoga teacher, you already have a tribe of people that kind of follow you, but you're not making them high-end offers. So your audience might want more from you, but you've never made them a $3,000 or $1,500 coaching offer, right? You're selling them maybe, $10, $15, $25 an hour yoga services, or like buy a ticket of 10 yoga classes. But what happens when you make them an offer to do more in-depth work with you? They buy it. We've worked with a ton of yoga teachers. Valerie was one of them. She made $12,000 in the program. And there was another woman, was wearing a hat in Hawaii when I did her interview. She made $30,000 between sales in her yoga practice and coaching. What was her name? She's on our, take a look at this website. Take your power back now. Take your power back now /testimonials. And you'll find a lot of yoga teachers on there. Yep. You have a captive audience. You already have an audience of people who love you. You just haven't made them any offers yet. That's the problem. A lot of fitness coaches also fall into this category. You're trying to make money by selling like live fitness classes for like $10 or $20, and instead of selling a high-end service offering, maybe, a mastermind or a 90-day program that you can sell for $1,500, $3,000, and start bumping up, that glass ceiling of what's possible. I tell you what, the first time I made my first online sale for $3,600, wow, I was like, this is amazing. If I can do this once, I can do this again and again. And I want that for you guys. I really do. I talk a lot, you guys. Wow, it's good. All right. Last twirl here. Claire says, when I say my program name Soul 3.0, does that say something to you? Your program name needs to sell the destination, not the transportation. This is a huge topic that I work on with our clients. So Claire, jump into our private group and, post your naming questions there. A lot of people struggle with this, what to call your program. And if you have a program name, remember this, nobody buys coaching, okay? Nobody is interested in buying coaching. Nobody wakes up in the middle of the night and says, I need coaching. They also don't say, I need my soul. They buy overcoming problems. So a lot of the work that we do inside the program is copywriting, helping you create engaging offers, helping you understand this is a good program name, this is a better one, because in the end, you need your program name and you need your offerings to land with the audience that sees you as an expert and wants to pay you money to solve your problem. So you're not really a coach, you're a paid problem solver. That's one tip I can give you. So please bring that question inside our group. It's a great question. And we cover this with a lot of our coaches. We want to get you clear on that. And once it's clear, then your marketing is going to start landing. Okay. Think about this. When somebody has a headache, they want to go and they want to buy a Tylenol to fix their problem. You want to be that Tylenol, right? Tylenol, I bet you there's more Tylenol sold than there are vitamins. And even vitamins, they're selling vitamins as painkillers. So we want to think of your marketing like painkillers. All right, you guys, I'm so stoked to be here with you today. Thank you again for joining. My name is Vanessa Simpkins from takeyourpowerbacknow.com. I hope to see you guys on the inside here. Hope to see you again if you're watching any of our live videos. If you find this valuable, please like, comment, and share this on your wall with your friends and your fans. And I'll see you guys real soon. Have an amazing day. Bye, guys.